Why is there more activity at certain times of the year? We're coming up on Halloween. There is actually more activity around Halloween. And I believe that the reason why I get more calls in October and November than I do any other time of the year is because we are universally focused on that. We're watching horror movies, we're going to parties, we like to scare ourselves, and that draws that energy out. So you remember how I talk about the bat signal? When we think about something, when we have an intention, we're putting it out into the universe what we want. I'm not sure that I believe in manifesting so much, which is weird because this is a form of manifesting, but I do believe that when we put it out there that we are wanting a thing, and the more of us are putting out that feeling, that's opening a door to allow it in. So that doesn't necessarily mean that bad things are going to happen to you in October. It just means that I get a lot more calls from people who maybe decided, oh, we're going to have a party and play with a Ouija board, or we're going to watch horror movies, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Ouija boards, I've got an issue with Ouija boards. That's a whole other story, though, and I'll tell you that story some other time. But watching horror movies is not bad in itself. That said, if you're an intuitive or an empath and you feel very strongly the emotions of other people, watching movies like that can open doorways. My children have had this issue. So my oldest son and his girlfriend loved horror movies, and they would watch them all the time. But his girlfriend is actually very sensitive to this stuff. He is too. I don't think he realizes it, but he is definitely, because he's my kid. So they started having bad things happen in their apartment. Noises, whispers, someone calling their name, things that they set down somewhere suddenly disappearing, and a feeling of being watched, a feeling of unease in their home. And so he called me, Mom, please fix this. And we did. But it was an important lesson that what you let in will manifest to some degree. And when you've got the backing of the entire United States, at least, who practices Halloween, all sort of focused on that. It's in the media, it's in the news, it's in the books that are pushed to us in our email feeds, it's on TikTok, it's on all the socials. It's almost impossible to get away from. And so that actually gives it power. So all of this, we are just energy that are giving and taking that energy back and forth from each other and from the things around us, probably even from time. So yeah, it's always busy around Halloween, October, November, every year.